Yep, that time of year again, 5.1, 20 bucks, motel brake fluid. It's time I added the fluid in this GSXR K5 of mine here. It's been done for a long time. So 8 litre there, nipple, okay. So yeah, let's just run through how we're going to get this done. Most important thing when you're doing your brake fluid, it's not to spill any where you don't want it, because this stuff will she'll eat away. That's your metals and your plastics and everything else. No good. No good at all. Okay, so let's get some tools and sort out what we need. Stand by. Okay, so first things first, let's get that nut there off. So I reckon it's around 8 mil. Great, pretty good. 8 mil it is. Undo that. Okay. It's a good idea to check for any leaks while you're doing this, guys. Alright, so there we have it. So what we need to do is to spin this unit here around. Shouldn't be too hard, like that. Spin that around so that we've got it sitting out in the open, so we can easily get some fluid in there. Okay. See, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cable tie this down here. She's going to sit it nice and level. A bit late. Just give that a spin on there. Like so. So what you want to do is get it into a position where once you take the lid off, it's reasonably level and isn't going to okay. So right, what I'm going to do is put that under there, like so. There we have it. That's going to be quite level there. What you're doing here is accident avoidance. So, a couple more microfibers around here. And down here. So should any decide to just spit out, it's not going to damage anything. Okay. Alright, looking pretty good. Just about ready. Okay. So what I've got going on down here, got the tube for the outlet. Important thing is that you have the nozzle all the way to the bottom of that, because you don't want to suck any air up, and the other end onto your nipple. And what you want to do is to just put that on a nice sturdy spot down here, which it isn't at the moment, but it will be shortly. Yes, with the assistance of some green electrical tape. Okay, so this just needs to be lower than the exit point, so it doesn't really matter where you put it, just stick it somewhere where it's going to be easily seen. Yeah, it looks pretty agricultural, but you know what, guys, she does a job. If it does the job, it's good enough for me. Okay. Okay, so that's going to stick down there. It's going to sit there. Might need to be stuck down as well. There we go. I don't plan on reusing this stuff, so. Alright, so we've got the tube down the bottom there, as you can see. There's a little bit of air coming out. Now the important thing is when you do undo your nipple here, be careful because you will get some seeping down here. So again, start. These are old microfibers, so I'll just chuck them all on here, load it up. So there you have your nipple. Okay, I'm using an open ender. Well, it's a 5/16, or sorry, 3. Try 5/16. Yeah, anyway, 5/16 for your nipple there. Just undo it a little bit, don't do it very much at all. Okay, over to the brake pedal. Give your pedal a few depressions. And you'll know when the nipple is out far enough because it'll start releasing all of your brake fluid. So I might just take this off of here so you guys can see what's going on. So down here you can see the brake fluid filling up in the pot. And here, just going to give it a few gentle presses, and you can see the brake fluid is leaving the reservoir, so all's going fairly well. So what you want to make sure you do here is to limit the amount of air that you've got going into here. So what I normally do is give it a press down and then lock them off. Right, so at this point, before the fluid in the reservoir completely disappears, okay, let's take the cap off somewhere where it's not going to get dusty and dirty. Right, so you can see inside there we've nearly reached the end. So what you want to avoid doing is avoid sucking air down there. Because air in brake lines is a no-no. So here's our brake fluid. Crack the top, so let's pour them in there nice and gently, all the way to the top just about. Okay, grab our spanner. them off and repeat the process. So what you're actually aiming to do is get all the old fluid out completely, so you're actually pumping the new fluid through. So I'd probably go for two maybe three fills when it gets to almost the bottom, almost before you start sucking air in your reservoir. Keep her flowing. Yeah, if you haven't got a huge pot down the bottom like myself, then keep an eye on that, otherwise you might find that starts to overflow. So that's 2 fills. I'm going to do 4 fills, I think. Should flush the system out quite nicely. Just stick this up here, you can see the brake fluid disappearing as she goes out fairly quickly. Put a bit more in. See how fast it goes down. So you really got to keep an eye on that, make sure you don't suck any air. If you do, you've got to flush it through completely to make sure all of your air is out of the system. We'll be going down here then. It's good to check your nipple down there as well. Make sure nothing's leaking out too much. This is pretty good here. This is a really good seal. Just a piece of rubber hose from Buddo's. The nipple just out, so you can just feel it breaking the seal and pushing itself out. How much is left in our reservoir? Might do another 2. If your brake fluid's really dirty, you can generally see the difference in fluid coming out. However, I've got pretty clean fluid here, so it's a bit hard to tell. But this is the 5th one, so I think it's going to be more than adequate. My bottle's nearly full as well. Okay, this will be the final one. So what you want to do at the end of the process is make sure you've got your spanner ready. Give it a tighten up before any air bubbles appear around that nipple there at the time of your last depression of the lever. So you want to make sure you've got a clean seal there. You've got plenty of fluid in the reservoir for when you put your roof back on. It'll give you a lower and an upper level. So we'll just fill that up nicely there. Let's get this over here so you guys can see. Oh, sorry about the jiggling around, everyone. Okay, so it's just about on the full level there. Stick that back on. Spray a bit of WD on my rag here. Wipe the excess off. Let's screw the lid on here. And what all you'll find happens is that some will just squish its way out from the sides where it was built up. So Make sure you wipe that off. Double check your levels. It's on the upper, which is good. That's where we want it. Can probably take those rags away now. Get our good rag. You can see what's going on. Get the wipe all the way around. It's nice and tight now. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's just take our thumb tool. Side cutters. Take our little helper off. Spin this unit back around. You don't want to move that too much, that tube down there, otherwise you might find you break the seal. So double check down here, make sure you've got nothing leaking out. It looks pretty good to me. Give everything a good wipe, that way you can see if it's got any leaks. So we've got our fluid just under the upper, which is pretty good. Nice. Awesome. Okay. So double check for any leaks, drips, etc. I think we've been pretty good here, pretty thorough. Terrific, nearly there folks. Okay, so that's all bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy looking at this here. This looks pretty good. I haven't got any excess seepage here. Carefully take off your hose. Careful not to flick any brake fluid anywhere. And what you want to do, double check your nipple that she's nice and tight. Okay. Okay, let's have a look under here. That looks pretty good. Let's get that closer so you guys can see. That's good, yep. So put the cap back on. Cap back on. That's good. Again, the old CRC out. Just give things a wipe over, just in case there's a bit of loose brake fluid somewhere here, but I think we're all looking pretty good here. Terrific. On the wheel. Okay, so folks, there you have it. Simple, easy bleeding of the K5 GSXR 1000 rear brake. Give it a bit of a test. Should spin freely. Shouldn't be locking up. Apply the brake. There should be the same amount of pressure there as last time, which there is. Double check everything. Also pays when you go for your ride. Just use the brake a few times and stop and have a quick squeeze, make sure everything is how it should be. There's nothing loose, nothing that's going to promote any brake fluid leaking out, and you'll have a more safe ride. I might do some polishing here. Yeah, about to bring the bike back out from the shed. K5 in pretty good nick. I'll do some more videos of it later on. I've still got the original can on it, I know. Don't want to take it off, it's too cool. So there you have it, folks. I'll just take a little dodgy thing off of my sharp racing stands. Very careful, don't flick this bottle anywhere. It's got some old crusty brake fluid in it. You can see all the particles and crap in the original. I don't know if you can see that there, but yeah, it was a few years old. I should have done this a long time ago, but I'm glad all that rubbish is out now. I shall go ditch this in an environmentally safe manner. And I might make a start on the front brakes. Okay, so no worries, there you have it. Bleeding, doing your own service of your rear brake. Very nice. Spins beautifully. Okay, alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you got something from it. If not, 1,000 apologies. Otherwise, check out my other vids for some home maintenance info on your motorcycle. And yeah, take it easy, ride safe. Catch you soon. See you later, guys.